And welcome back to Rhino's Restaurant. So today I'm going to do a quick update. I'm out in the barn, obviously, where there's no heat and there's, well, somebody's going down the road there, but no heat. So it's 20-some degrees out here, so we probably won't be here for long, but I did want to give you an update. And then I would like to thank everybody, and hopefully everybody had a good Thanksgiving, and remind everybody to like and subscribe. I've got tons and tons of viewers, but looks like I'm going to have to work on my subscribers. So if you're not subscribing, let me know in the comments below what you're looking for. I'll try to, tailor to try to get everybody's needs. But again, I'm trying to work on several different projects at the same time. So I'm putting together a plan for that. So in the next video, we'll lay out how that's going to work. But what I've done is went ahead and updated some stuff. So as far as identifying some parts we need so we can keep them all rolling. And I've ordered some parts, and then I've also went out and got some parts. So what I'm going to do is share with you today what I have. And then I had a couple interesting comments from viewers. That's why I like the comments. I like the subscribers. They leave a lot of messages. 2 of them that were on there was one, and I think I'll do a short on this. So, and I'll show you some things I found. But you can always leave comments here. One, I'm going to do a shorts, maybe with like a poll at the end or something. Like I said, I'm learning this, YouTube thing. But, what kind of things have you found in cars? What interesting items have you found? I actually posed this question on a forum several years ago. The number one answer was rust, right? I think everybody knows we all find a lot of rust if we're dealing with these old cars. But the one viewer, like I said, I'll put in short what he found, and I'll add to what I found, which is I thought was interesting. And another viewer along the same lines was talking about he thought he was the only one that went through all this stuff. But just like you've seen on the table back here, after I went through and found that stuff and started looking, I mean, as little and, as easy as I thought those parts would be to find, some of them are very expensive. So, especially for the Nomads. So, I'll go through what I found today and we'll go from there. So, some of the things I found is, I think we all talked about in the last video, and I know Hubie was a huge help, was these, the spear on the side of a 56. Like I said, I'm not the most knowledgeable person on these Tri-5, so it was very helpful. And that's why I say I really try to read every comment. But I was able to find this piece of trim, and it was local. So, I kind of got my eyes and ears open and, some searches on different parts that I'm looking for. So this will be the last piece of trim that I need for the outside of the car, other than, trying to upgrade from rusty stuff to, obviously this is stainless, but from rusty stuff to, better quality stuff. And then the whole thing about, I probably would have overlooked it, not paid attention to the detail, but how it has this angled piece here, how it has a high side and a low side. Like I said, for some of you, this just may be, fundamental, but if you're not dealing with this stuff all the time, it's, it can be easy to overlook. And then what I was talking about with steel wheels is I really like these type of hubcaps, where I know rallies and they always usually have the hat type of cap on it, but these being flatter, right? And you don't have that big tall hat standing out there is, I really like putting these on the rallies. They also have those disc brake caps and stuff like that. But I found both of these on Marketplace. Felt like it was obviously a pretty good deal, plus being local, it helps to find it. So that's probably what we're going to start off with. And then also, as I was looking around and trying to decide exactly, what we're going to do with this Nomad, and I went back in Don's Hot Rod Garage. I mean, he's an encyclopedia, Nomads and Tri-5s and all that. I did come across this, so I went ahead and pulled the trigger. Kind of thinking of it more as a core. Like I said, I have the 55. I have an LS 5.3 that I'm going to put in it. But I picked this up, and I guess I should put the cover down. It is a power pack motor, so I started chasing the numbers down. It's out of a 56, which is good. And so even if it's not exactly numbers matching with the VIN and everything, it is a 265. The valve covers came with it. There is a distributor that came with it also. But when I look at the numbers, and maybe I can get a picture of that, it looks like it came out of a Corvette. So whether it was out of a 56 Corvette or not, I'm not sure. I'm still in the process of rotating it around. And then again, the heads and the head number right down here. You know, like I said, I started doing a little bit more research. It's kind of fun finding this stuff. But it doesn't look like, I mean, it's not a real dirty motor. It's not real clean. But that's because of I think the way the guy had it stored. But I did scope it, you know. I did try to do as much as I could, but I'll be honest with you, I only paid a couple $100 for it, so my hopes aren't real high. But if it's a good core to start with, I think I want to put that, you know, Nomad close to original as I can. So looks like maybe a good spot. And if it's not, I mean, I still think I have the heads and the intake ought to be worth something, and the distributor. And then again, I don't know exhaust manifolds. I got both of them. I don't know if a Corvette person is really into that. But when I was looking, I mean, I think the valve covers are like $100 a piece. So again, it's not really the money side of it, but it would be something I like to put back in it. So we'll see how that works out, and I'll do a video on this as I'm trying to, you know, rotate it around more and see what the inside of it looks like. So just to continue on, this is like the style. I know the steel wheels, dog dish hubcaps, they look really nice. I kind of like that look. So hopefully I go with something like that. I get a picture. One of the nice things, I tried to clean up that wheel and just put a little coat of paint on it. Like to know what you guys' thoughts are in the comment as far as, like I said, I still think I'm gonna start off with, you know, trying to clean this up. Again, it hasn't been washed because it's freezing out, and I'm gonna, you know, maybe touch up some of the greens. But one thing what I like to do with these is, you know, maybe paint the wheel color. Let me know your thoughts. The dark green with the chrome cap. And again, I like not to use the rings, but dark green with the chrome cap, or what do you think about the lighter green, you know, where there's really more paint on the car, and light green with the chrome cap. So if you have an opinion, let me know in the comments. All right, another little small project. I get tired of this hatch, you know, hanging up. So I want to try to get it moving. So I started taking the bolts out. This one has a hex-headed bolt and missing a bolt. And then this is what I took out the other side. So the small one to the right, it wasn't even really threaded in there. And I'm assuming this one on the left, I'm sure Don can help me out. I believe that's probably original, the Phillips screw that's supposed to be in there. So I've done that. I got one more bolt to take out. I've also taken the time to go up in here, lubricate anything that I can find with the PB blaster and a straw. So hopefully I got everything up in there. And like I said, this side's off here, but like I said, hopefully I get that off. I get this hatch moving, and then I can start working on these screws that are covered by debris. But I'm pretty sure I have to swing that out of the way to maybe get to a second bolt, I'm assuming. And then I can get these things in some rust Actually, I think I heard Don talking about using something like white vinegar and something. Maybe I can get those in there, get them freed up, at least get them working again, and then decide, you know, try to rebuild them or do something like that. So we'll take out that last bolt, see if we can get this hatch moving. All right, now we're talking. This is what a Nomad's all about right here, right? The sporty sloped look to it, the back glass, how it's flat there, and you know, the swooping roof, right? That's what makes a Nomad a Nomad. So I did get those loosened up. I haven't got the struts out, but I was too excited not to, you know, at least show where we got to. Obviously those hinges are, I think that's a Nomad issue there, right? These hinges get bent because I wasn't pulling down on them, but somehow up in there, right, they're gonna need some work. And then this side over here is not so bad. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's not as bad as the other side. So we'll get there when we get there. But yeah, that's a Nomad now. All right, swooping back in. That looks cool. All right, I'll see if I can get those other screws out. All right, we got some work done here. So a little bit of persuasion. We use the old impact driver, right? Got a good set in those screws using this. And then lo and behold, I couldn't believe it. They started coming right out. So get those out of there. One. Two. And three. I like that. I didn't think that was going to be that easy, but three screws. Now we got it out of the way. Hey, look at that. Fresh paint. All right. Now we'll get to work on the other side. Okay, same thing on the other side. I don't know if these impact drivers are great. So, stick it in the screw head. So I'd already sprayed this with PB Blaster. Then I used a brush on it. That way I could get a better bite with this bit. So I usually just put it like in the middle, not turning it, but just driving it in there. There we go. There's one. The next one does. It's kind of neutral. That one came out easy. Wow, I'm really surprised that these things were coming out as easy as they have. The other side was pretty easy too. So kind of neutral. Turn. Give it a little tap, so turn it. Loose. There we go. Wow, I'm surprised. I didn't think it would be like this, but a good surprise. So I got the other one off already. And then there we go. Make a little progress every day. So we'll keep on working, see what the next whole thing is we can work on today. It's getting awful cold out here. All right, we're back on this. So I did get both of them off, and I got these little buttons, right, to slide back and forth. So looks like they latch into this little square hole. This one's not lined up with it, but I believe this one is. So the plan is take those home with me in warmer climate, right? And I did find I had some of this left on the shelf. So take it home, soak it in those for about a week, and we'll see if we can't get those things moving. And then again, these were the 3 screws that came out of them. One has a little star washer on it, the other 5 didn't, so I didn't see them in the bracket. And then, like I said, I'll assume that this one here is the one for that should be used on the mounting to the hood, to the tail, not the tailgate, but the glass, the top part of the tailgate. So we'll pick up there and soak this stuff and see what happens. Okay, here's the struts soaking on our kitchen countertop using WD Rust Remover Soak. And I got permission from the boss that I could do it.
No.
Yes.